Hello YouTube, we're back today and we're going to be covering Prehistoric Emergence again today. I know a lot of y'all like this series and everything, so well, any further ado, let's get into the video. I'm not gonna talk a lot because I'm kind of losing my voice right now, but let me stop. And this one is called Beast of the Earth. My fault.
Eden 1, come in.
Eden 1, responding.
Do you have eyes on Eden 3?
Negative. Following Eden 3's trail.
It looks like we're tracking something
Proceed
down.
with caution. The target's threat level is being re-evaluated. If spotted, do not engage it alone.
Affirmative.
I wonder, why did I say I wonder? We are tracking down some type of dinosaur, I know that for sure. We're back now, sorry for that. And that's the Rex right there.
Eden Squad, rendezvous in my position. Target is in the AO.
We're running now from a Rex.
What's the status?
Is that a house? He's dead. Look at this.
After rendezvous, waiting for Eden Squad to arrive.
I knew it was behind him. That's why I looked over there. It's all over with. He's dead.
We are the Asian News Channel. It is our responsibility to keep you updated on all matters pertaining to the prehistoric emergence. GPAC has officially launched the first phase of their defense initiative. They have issued a public statement detailing this development. To all member nations, we are proud to announce the establishment of specialized response units.
Yo, those specialized response units look like they did very well before. I'm not gonna lie, that specialized response unit look like they did very
trained,
good.
managed, and funded by GPAC. These elite forces are designed to handle prehistoric threats and ensure public safety. Should a threat arise, please contact these units through your local authorities. Due to their limited numbers, priority will be given to urban areas and regions with priority citizens. Rest assured, additional forces are undergoing rigorous training to expand our response capabilities. Your safety remains our top priority. Stay vigilant and trust in GPAC. While
It's
GPAC's
50-50.
promises bring hope, their initiatives come with substantial costs. Stay tuned as we uncover news regarding GPAC's newly formed special forces. A T-Rex has been spotted stalking residents in Laurel, Montana. Fortunately, no civilian casualties have been reported. This particular T-Rex has captivated public attention due to its mysterious nature. It is widely
So,
being referred to as
what was it being
being
referred to
referred
as? I
to
heard the
as
devil. Ah, I know what it showed. I know what it showed because before, right? The title of the video is called Beast of the Earth, right? That's what the video is called. But right here at when they're talking about what it was called, I heard they said it was the devil. But this text that appeared right there was not, if I'm wrong here, Beast of the Earth, right? I did not get that freeze frame fast enough.
referred to as
Well, you got it. It's whatever, bro. I get it later.
In response to growing public distress, GPAC deployed a specialized strike force to neutralize the creature.
It's not
Tragically,
been
two
neutralized.
members lost their lives during the operation. GPAC has since confirmed that the dinosaur was in fact successfully neutralized to ensure
Oh, it
public
was?
safety. We may never understand the mystery behind the Dubba.
The Deba. So it wasn't the devil, it's called the
GPAC has
Deba.
detailed Phase 1 of their campaign, which aims to resolve the Quetzalcoatl's threat.
Oh, the
These
Quetzalcoatlus.
Astarkadai pterosaurs have become a top priority due to their inherent danger and rapid migration across the Western Hemisphere. GPAC's statement regarding this campaign is as follows. As part of the defense initiative, we are committed to controlling the population of the Astarkadai pterosaurs. Our specialized forces have successfully neutralized 19,735 Quetzalcoatlus with minimal
Golly!
losses. However, to
That's a whole
sustain this
bunch of
campaign, we are imposing a
Quetzalcoatlus.
10% emergency tariff across all member nations. Your continued support is vital in keeping our world secure. We at ASIN News question whether brute force is the right solution to this crisis. In just the first week of the initiative, 987 soldiers have lost their lives.
Oh,
The
wow.
mass spending on firepower has already triggered inflation, with experts warning
How much
the
with the
mass
rise in what? Hold on. The rise, the global
987 soldiers
inflation
have
rates
lost their lives.
uh
The mass
have
spending on
rise by
firepower has already
15%?
triggered inflation, with experts
Within the
warning us
next
that this
year will
war
be
is
rise to
unlikely to end
15%.
anytime
Wild.
soon. Despite GPAC's claim of neutralizing nearly 20,000 Quetzalcoatlus, their population continues to
So
surge.
they're
This
combating us.
campaign could easily stretch on for years. The
So
war against the
neutralizing them is putting
Astarkadai has
them,
already
and they're
cost more
coming
than
back.
$1.32 billion. Experts project
1.3.
expenses could surpass $1 trillion before the conflict ends.
Golly.
Furthermore, GPAC has introduced
All that
tariff
money on
exemptions for
this.
wealthy individuals and corporations that make significant financial contributions. According to GPAC, cities like Washington, D.C., Buffalo, and Pittsburgh are now free of Quetzalcoatlus.
They're free now.
However, eyewitness reports suggest sightings of flying creatures in these regions. To gain further insight, we now turn to Corbin Brenner, reporting live from Buffalo, New York.
Alright.
That's right. I'm standing here in sunny Buffalo, New York, and as of yet, no news on the elusive Pterosaurus. I've spoken to many
Before he says anything else, I feel like a pterosaur is going to appear and kill him or eat him.
locals and still have no
Same
reports
thing.
to substantiate that they've migrated this far north. I'll update you as I get more
Or you're
information.
gonna hear a sound
Back
of
to
him.
you. Leave the camera. Go, go, go.
What did I say? Sorry. There it is.
Attention. The U.S. East Coast is now under a state of emergency. All residents are ordered to remain indoors. A massive
Good.
Astarkadai invasion is underway. GPAC response teams have been deployed across multiple states. However, the sheer number of these creatures are overwhelming the forces. Early reports indicate this species is even more resilient than the Quetzalcoatlus.
What
Its
is
greater
it?
mass allows it to withstand heavier gunfire, making it more difficult to bring down.
Yeah.
Experts have confirmed that these pterosaurs first emerged in Romania, likely nesting in remote regions and avoiding human detection. However, their sudden mass migration to the U.S. East Coast remains an enigma, with no known natural explanation for such a movement. The fact that their arrival coincides with the ongoing war is a coincidence that cannot be overlooked.
The Toronto Zoo is now under investigation and has been closed indefinitely due to growing safety concerns.
I
The
mean,
zookeeper, whose identity will remain
wait, what?
anonymous, intentionally released Oompi Jr. from his enclosure. The worker has since been terminated, although they
WW
have
Opie
stated
Jr.
that they
gang.
were saving him. Meanwhile, an illness has spread among the zoo staff.
Illness, illness. Could this possibly be ancient illness related to prehistoric dinosaurs? Basically, back in whatever prehistoric times, the illness that these dinosaurs have in their bodies. All right, we're back now. Sorry. There was a thing that happened.
Remain anonymous, intentionally released
But
Oompi Jr.
WW
from his
Zookeeper for
enclosure.
freeing our
The
goat,
worker has since been terminated,
the little
although they
Humpy
have
gang.
stated that they were saving him.
They stay
Meanwhile,
control.
an illness has spread among the zoo staff. Reports indicate that a significant number of the zookeepers have fallen ill, with several hospitalized. The nature of the illness remains unidentified. One of the now hospitalized zookeepers claims that Oompi never contracted tuberculosis. Instead, they allege that the Toronto Zoo's shareholders fabricated the diagnosis to cover up the true cause of Oompi's death and avoid a shutdown. This has
What
sparked
happened?
speculation that Oompi's death and the illness among zookeepers could be correlated. As the Toronto Zoo faces legal scrutiny, concerns grow for the zookeepers battling this unknown illness, and for Oompi Jr., who remains missing.
Attention residents of France. A terrifying insect has been spotted in the country. This creature is known as the Meganeura. At this
Meganor.
time, authorities strongly advise keeping all windows and doors securely shut,
What can this
both
bug
in
do that's
homes
so
and in
dangerous?
vehicles.
It's only a big dragonfly.
This griffinfly is the largest insect alive, with a wingspan of over 2 feet.
Yeah,
While it
but I
frightens
don't
many, it
find it
doesn't pose a
necessarily
threat to
threatening.
humans unless provoked. The Meganeura has been seen to prey on toads, spiders, and dragonflies, all of which naturally control the insect populations.
Alright.
As a result, France is experiencing a massive surge in pest populations, devastating the country's crops.
Oh wow.
Once a thriving $200 billion industry supporting nearly 500,000 jobs, France's agricultural sector is now in turmoil. Furthermore, tourism has
Yeah,
declined significantly since the pest crisis,
there's
pushing France
a
towards an
lot of these
economic
Meganoras,
disaster.
huh?
Despite the ongoing Astarkadai war,
There's a Godzilla enemy. based off of one of these bugs. But that's for a later day.
GPAC has reaffirmed its commitment to handling other prehistoric threats.
Alright.
In response to the active Meganora crisis, they have issued the following statement. The emergence of Meganora poses a significant threat to France. To address this crisis, GPAC has deployed a specialized force armed with an experimental pesticide designed to eliminate insects the size of Meganora and smaller. Residents may contact local authorities for assistance. Rest assured, this crisis will soon be contained. However,
So we're
public
getting bug
concern is
spray.
mounting over GPAC's use of an experimental, possibly untested pesticide in populated areas. Adding to the unease, GPAC has not disclosed the pesticide's ingredients or potential side effects, leaving many questioning this approach.
Oh wow.
A tragic incident recently took place in Brazil. Camila Nascimento, aged 25, was found dead from massive bite wounds while searching for her missing cat.
Oh
The injuries bear an
man.
eerie resemblance to a long-extinct predator. While unconfirmed, many fear that the saber...
The Destroyer claims plurray. That's what I read. I can't tell if this how her house normally look or is that something I felt. Yeah, that's probably how her house normally looks.
Lola! Lola! Do you want some treats?
Why do you have your cat outside? And why do you have your door open? I know you're just yes. I don't think that's Lola. She's dead.
The Smilodon populator has re-emerged, weighing up to 400 pounds and capable of reaching speeds of 30 miles per hour. This apex predator is unlike anything modern society has faced. Its strength and ambush tactics may make it the most dangerous prehistoric creature to return yet. Across Brazil, deep holes are forming in populated areas. Where these formations appear, so do the saber-toothed cats. With these predators now prowling city streets and rural towns alike, Brazil itself has become their hunting ground. GPAC forces are patrolling major cities, staying true to their mission of protecting civilians. However, their focus remains on urban centers, leaving smaller towns and rural areas dangerously exposed to Smilodon attacks. Those outside the protected zones are left to discover their own means of protection against the creature. With the federal government and GPAC prioritizing urban regions, many and vulnerable towns have turned to a questionable source of protection.
Questionable source.
The cartels. Amid a global firearms shortage, these criminal organizations have taken advantage of the crisis, flooding the black market with weapons and selling them to desperate locals. The emergence of Smilodon has inadvertently increased the strength of the cartels, deepening their grip on Brazil's most vulnerable communities. For now, those outside
I'm
the
not
GPAC
blaming them
protected
either.
zones have little choice but to rely on the criminal organizations.
You have to.
Until special forces extend their reach, many will remain trapped between prehistoric terror and the growing power of the cartels. The number of openings have increased exponentially since our last broadcast. They have started to displace a concerning number of people. GPAC previously promised to relocate those housed within 1 mile of the formation. However, they have since now discontinued the service for budgetary reasons and left those affected responsible for their own relocation. The underwater openings are confirmed to be linked to the water level rising. Coastal regions will soon experience an increased amount of floodings. While the prehistoric emergence threatens our way of life, we must hold on to hope. History has shown that humanity can adapt. Humanity will adapt. Viewers, stay vigilant, stay prepared, and above all, stay safe.
I thought there was more to this video. Or was I tripping? There's more to this video, right? Day 1? I'm in day 0?
This is Dr. Adrian Holloway, log entry 003. I asked why we were researching prehistoric creatures. They just told me not to ask. I guess that knowledge is above my pay grade.
I guess.
Earlier today, GPAC relocated my team to a U.S. military facility, one I will refer to as Paradise Ranch. We've been informed that live specimens including Quetzalcoatlus, Smilodon, and others are currently being held here. However, our team has been assigned to an entirely different subject. The creature on the news. The one the public is calling the Daba is currently being transported to this very facility. I can't believe it. Our containment protocols are ready, but there is ongoing debate over its dietary requirements. This dinosaur we're researching, it's a scientific marvel, a true wonder of the world. I'm honestly not sure what to expect, but I somehow know my team and I won't be disappointed. Tree 004. Absolutely fascinating. Its fleshy footpads muffle its steps far more effectively than those of a typical T-Rex. Initial measurements place its weight at 16,734 pounds, and its height at 12.5 feet at the hip. We've already trimmed sections of its hair to study regrowth patterns, and later today, we'll be extracting tissue and blood samples for further analysis. Using the DNA methylation clock, we aim to estimate the specimen's true age. Physically, it appears healthy, but it seems uncomfortable. I think I'm going to have the team delay further testing for a day or two. The creature needs time to adjust to its new home. The results are...
Day 9, you skipped.
I don't know what to make of any of this. As a scientist, I'm not even sure I believe it myself. The specimen is somehow an infant. It's still growing.
It's a child?
It hasn't even come close to reaching its full size. There's something else. No one has ever seen it sleep since its arrival.
It hasn't slept?
I asked my superiors how they even managed to transport it here. They told me it took 7.6 milligrams of carfentanil to sedate this thing. Then, there's the issue with the equipment. Flickering monitors, faulty lights, security feed interruptions. On paper, it's all just a technical malfunction, but... Can it? Is it? Looking at me?
It's a child, right? forgot this even had subtitles. It said human. I must be tripping. It said human though. Wow. And that was a great video right there. And I can't wait to cover more of this. But sadly, next video probably won't be this. I don't know. But the upload schedule is going to be whatever I really want it to be. So, without any further ado, that'll be all for this video. Thank you and show your support to these creators and everything. And that's the end of the video. See you next time.